$1,500 cash rebate on qualified HVAC systems from Premier Heating and Air. No payments for 60 days for qualified buyers. Get financing options no matter what your credit situation. Call 478-300-2633 or log on to DublinPremierIsHere.com. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company.
Good morning and welcome to the season-ending finale of the Coaches Shows. This year I'm here with head coach and athletic director of Dublin High School, Roger Holmes. Coach, we finished up the year, I think 13-1 maybe. A defeat right here in the Shamrock Bowl at the hands of Toombs County last Friday night in a semifinal game. Really tough team. We knew it was going to be that way coming in. We got to give them their dues here at the beginning of the show before we go on and talk about what our Irish have done all year. So, we'll talk about that game for a short minute and then we'll move forward.
Well, I think all credit goes to Toombs County. I think they came into our place, which is a tough place to play. I think they dominated the football game, quite frankly, from beginning to end. We felt like, from a defensive standpoint, we had to make a choice. Probably said that last week when we were talking in the coaches show of which area did we feel like that we had, without question, we had to stop. We felt like that we could hang in there to defend the run game, but we were going to have to make some adjustments to what we've been all year in order for us to be able to handle their passing game. Well, unfortunately, we were never able to stop their run game. And, I feel like myself and the coaches, well, go back and look, and you always got to, you evaluate win, lose, or draw on where you were and the decisions that you made. And I think for us, maybe we thought we could handle their run game, staying in a 4-2 box.
You might have gave up a little too much.
And we weren't able to do that. So, but they're the type of football team that they take what you give them.
They're going to recognize that.
And they're good enough in all phases. They throw the football as well as they run. We felt like if we could eliminate the big play in the passing game, maybe we could create some turnover here or there and then steal a possession and be able to make it work. But at the end of the night, their ability to run the football, I know when I looked at the stats, a big glaring thing, they were only 3 for 5 on third down. So we never really put them in many stressful situations. Their quarterback, I knew that this kid, I thought that he was a Division I kid, and we found out that he was. And, he was 10 for 12 throwing the football the other night. And I remember one of them in particular, we did make him scramble. One of the incompletions actually hit the receiver in the arms right in front of us over on our side. And so he very well should have been 11 for 12. Now, that being said, when you look at it and say you only made them throw the football 12 times, that kind of shows where we weren't able to stop the run game. And so they kind of got us in that crossfire. We didn't really have any answers. It was you couldn't get pressure to him, and that made it tough on that end. From the offensive end, we knew that how well they pursued, how well they ran to the football, and we thought our best bet might be to run right at them. And we ran a lot more of the true option game the other night than we probably did wing T game. And we also felt like that could be an advantage to us if we could manage the time of possession. But when you do that, you've got to be able to finish in the end zone. And we held the football for over 30 minutes in the game.
To their 17.
We were able to do that, but we had a couple of penalties on our opening drive, and we missed by about a foot on a third down conversion pass It was in some traffic, and we didn't quite
close.
complete that one. That stopped the one drive, and then we had a chance to get it back within a one score. We drove down inside the 5, and we turned the football over there on the rocket sweep. We mishandled it, and they recovered it, and that was kind of the dagger. But you got to go back and you got to put the blame on the play caller, which was me in that situation, because that's not the first time we put that ball on the ground this year. And calling plays is you've got to call the plays to the strength of your players or of your team, and that decision was not a good one. Not anything on the players. It's just a play that we have not executed real well going that direction through the course of the season. So kind of put it on myself right there.
Right.
That would have.
You've done that from year to year. You've taken up for the players.
Well, you got to evaluate what you do wrong as a coach, and your players have got to evaluate what they do wrong. And I thought that, quite frankly, that Toombs County came in here with more of a fire in their gut, a desire to handle business. Maybe our guys were a little more, and we try, we talk about it, and I think it's part of the reason we won 13 games.
Right.
You try not to get too high for any one game, and you try not to be too low for a game. You want to be as even keeled as you can, but I'm not sure we matched that intensity that Toombs County brought in on Friday night.
It just seemed like that, sometimes through the years you'll see teams that are just destined to be a good team, destined to be a championship team, teams that have put kids together since the 7th and 8th grade, and it just seems like that the Toombs County area have had these kids together a long time, and it was, it just seemed like it was possibly, destiny for them to have a good team. We'll see what happens in the state championship game.
It'd be interesting. I think that'll be a closer game than a lot of people think, because defensively, I'm not sure that Northeast can't stop the run game and make them maybe one-dimensional, because the linebacker core at Northeast
awesome.
Is phenomenal. And it'll be a great matchup. I've got ultimate respect for Toombs, but I want to pull for our region,
right,
to be able to get one. But Northeast will have their hands full too. That's for
right,
sure.
Absolutely,
no
doubt.
Guys, the coaching staff and everybody at Toombs are class guys. Their kids played hard. There wasn't all that trash talking and that kind of stuff. So much respect for Coach and his squad down at Toombs County also.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
It's game time, and Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales is geared up and ready for a doggone good season. Wayne Kemp has the lineup that can't be beat. From economy and sports cars to work trucks and family vehicles, Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales is where teamwork will make the dream work. So come on in today and see TJ, Trey, Alan, Britt, or any of the friendly sales staff at Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales, 606 East Jackson Street in Dublin. Call 478-275-2010 or log on to DublinAutoSalesGA.com. Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales for a doggone good deal. Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, green and growing, invested in the communities we serve. For consumer loans, commercial loans, mortgage loans, contact us at 272-7775 or log on to cbs-lc.com. Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, located on Hillcrest Parkway and downtown in the Henry Building. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Matt Hatchett is your District 155 state representative serving all of Lawrence County and supporting all of our high school teams. We hope for each of you a prosperous and successful 2024.
It's that time of year again. It's time to fall on in to Roach Farm and Garden. Weather damage on your fence? Stop by Roach Farm and Garden. We got T-posts, panels, and a whole shipment of Stay Tough fence. Don't let your neighbor outfeed you. Keep a deer on your property with corn on the cob, whole kernel corn, and keep your feeders full of Antler Extreme, FRM, and ADM feed here at Roach Farm and Garden. You still got time for that last second food plot. Roach Farm and Garden carries all the clovers, radishes, peas, and beans. We also got a full load of ryegrass to keep your grass green or that food plot fresh. Getting ready for Thanksgiving, or are you just hungry? Got a shipment of sweet potatoes, chocolate-covered pecans, and pecan halves. Hurry and pick up some before they're gone. Roach Farm and Garden says it's time to plant trees. Stop by and get a few. Cold, wet feet? Stop by Roach Farm and Garden. We carry Ariat, Rocky, and Georgia Boot. Go ahead and start on that Christmas list. Roach Farm and Garden carries chairs, benches, concrete statues, and a showroom full of chimes, flags, mats, and more. And as always, Roach Farm and Garden has all the feed and vet supplies for nearly everything. So fall on in here to Roach Farm and Garden, 2 locations, Dublin and Wrightsville.
Natural gas all over town.
Get yourself a natural gas tankless water heater and save space.
And have endless hot water.
Natural gas is more efficient than electricity.
And it's lighter than air. When you install natural gas appliances,
you can get rebates up to $1,500.
The City of Dublin will finance you up to $7,500.
For 60 months at 0% interest.
Use natural gas for all your outdoor cooking.
It's a luxury.
We're on call 24/7.
You'll call us and we'll be there.
Whether you're building a home or starting a business, City of Dublin Natural Gas has you covered.
We serve commercial and residential gas all across town.
Yeah! Finish the drill with natural gas. Call your gas guys
at 478-277-5048.
All right, a couple of things I'll go back and touch on before we finish up this segment and talk about our team is you know, we've rushed the ball really well this year, all year. That's our staple. I will say this, and I'll brag on our kids and our team and you guys, is we did outrush Toombs the other night, 276 to 246, I believe. And I will say Micah O'Neill probably had one of the better games of his life. He had 20 rushes for 144 yards in a semifinal championship game, and I don't know that anybody's busted 100 on Toombs yet. So, you know, kudos to the team and kudos to Micah as an individual.
Well, Micah has a heart of a lion. You know, he competed his hind end off all year, but the other night he found that extra gear. He played extremely well, as all of our seniors did. And if it's all right now, I think I want to just kind of go ahead and go through this list of seniors. Jeff Davis put some stuff out on Facebook. I think you said you kind of had it memorized. Kind of tell our fans what this football team's really gotten accomplished.
Well, this year has been another outstanding year for Dublin football. 13-1 to end the season. 10-0 during the region. We won another region championship. That's going to be 19 region championships for Dublin football. We had this would make us, this particular team, the 4th winningest team in Dublin high school football history. And also this team scored 655 points this year, which is going to be 3rd on the list of high scoring points by any Dublin football team. I think the 06 and maybe the 219 teams that were the only two that scored more than this. So, kudos to this football team and Jeff also for getting this information up for us and putting it out there so the community can know.
Yeah, these guys are just, I think they've overachieved a little bit. I think there's a tremendous amount of credit that needs to go to my assistant coaches for having these kids prepared every week. Now, we got a lot of really good football players, but there's nobody on this football team that's going to sign Division I.
Right.
So at the end of the day,
been the first time in a while.
Yeah, we got several I think that'll get an opportunity to go play at the next level. But as far as Division I talent, when you go back and you look at the 06 and 19 teams, you had at least 2, maybe 3 kids in each one of those classes that signed Division I.
Right.
This football team was able to get it done without anybody that's projected in this senior class to be a Division I football player.
Total team.
It's a team effort all the way around. Great group of young men to coach. I think they came to work every day. I don't think we ever had a scenario where I heard players complaining about it being hot or about it being cold. Now, they were cold last week.
Right.
And you could tell that was on their mind.
Fun time of year to practice.
You don't really hear anybody saying, man, I don't want to practice today. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And, before we even jump in, we're back yesterday. We play on Friday night, and we're back in the weight room yesterday, maxing.
Kids
trying
are ready
to get ready to go to work, and it was amazing. We probably had 3/4 of our guys that are returning players next year. Their maxes actually went up 20 or 30 pounds from where they were in the summer. So we were able to get stronger during the off season.
Kudos to your coaches and what they've done. December through March with putting weight on these guys and getting them in there in that weight room. Kudos to my coaches.
You got to thank the Booster Club for helping us be able to provide that protein and those shakes and things. But let me hit this list of seniors real quick. And we start out with Willie Batts, starting running back, also a starting linebacker. Sirius Tobridge started for us at wide receiver and at free safety. DJ Woodard started for us at strong safety. Zay Bostic, kind of the glue of this football team, was our fullback and our linebacker that might have played outside, inside. We played him a little bit everywhere. Jordan Tobridge was our starting inside Mike linebacker. Had several carries for us at fullback. Did a good job there. Terrell Williams was a special teams guy for us. Made a lot of plays for us over the course of the year in special teams. Mike O'Neill, invaluable what he brought to the table as a quarterback, a kick returner, your punter, your punt returner, your holder on PAT field goals, as well as playing DB.
Right.
Never came off the field and just worked his tail off. Brandon Chapman, a little bit of an unsung hero that don't necessarily always show up in the stats. But you can't be good in our offense without a tight end that's going to block and compete with people. He did that all year, and he's got an opportunity. I know right now a couple of schools that are looking at him as a defensive end.
I saw one of the coaches in here last week looking at him, matter of fact.
Yep.
So, yeah.
He's got the intelligence, the heart, the work ethic to go on and play at another level. Kamari McCray. What can you say? He's a starter, going to be a two-way starter for us. Dislocates his elbow in the opening drive of the first game, and that puts him out 6 or 7 weeks. Never missed a day, showed up, did all the treatment he could. We get him back on the field. It's going to take a couple of weeks to get him reacclimated.
I remember.
Then he's ready to start getting reps, and he wakes up on a morning and he has an issue, a medical issue, has to go to the hospital, gets it taken care of. Now he's out 2 more weeks, never batted an eye. I know when I went to him in the locker room the other night, I just told him how much I appreciated his leadership, even in a sense when he couldn't get on the field. And he said, Coach,
he was here every day.
Coach, I loved him. I have no regrets. Big baby Brendan McLeod.
Jeez.
How far has that rascal come since his first start as a sophomore at Lamar County? Kind of a leader of this football team. Never says much, but man, he started at center for 3 years, played an enormous amount at defensive tackle for us this year. Antoine Hudson, offensive guard, was undersized for what an offensive lineman you think he's supposed to be, but probably our most nasty, competitive offensive lineman. More pancake blocks than anybody at that pulling guard. We'll miss him for sure. DeAndre Harmon was a special teams player for us as a senior.
Called his name.
Jarvis Wiggins, strongest football player we've had at Dublin since I've been here, and probably the strongest ever pound for pound. You know, he started for us all year at defensive tackle in there. Lacked a little bit in size, but made up for it with his tenacity and his overall strength and that type thing.
Old Smiley, he's always been one of my favorites.
Yep, and then Davion Moore played for us in the special teams, a little bit at linebacker. But that's a tough group to try to replace. But that's
none of these guys are coming back. What are you going to do?
Well, we're going to, like we said, we started yesterday back with a group that's coming, and that's a big part of having a football program, and that's developing the players that you have with you on your roster, them having the desire and the expectations to go to work. We met with them and talked with them yesterday, you know, and after we got done in the weight room, and here was the deal. Some of y'all were 2s and 3s this year. As of today, if you were a 2, you're probably a 1. If you were a 3, you're probably a 2. With the guys that are graduating, you're moving up. Now the issue is, can you, over the course of the winter and the course of the summer, raise yourself from a 3 to a 2, or from a 2 to a 1? Are you willing to compete, and as we like to say around here, earn your chicken?
Earn your chicken.
Hey, I'm Perry at Williamson's Bakery. For 60 years, my family's bakery has supported area athletic programs. And I would like to personally thank you for supporting us. And I'd also like to say, go Irish, go Falcons, go Raiders, and go Crusaders. Come in today for all your bread needs, your pies, your donuts, and all your birthday cakes. If you'd like to do a special order, give us a call at 272-3344. Check us out on Facebook as well. So if you need a special order for a tailgate, give us a call the day before. We'd love to take care of you. So call or come by today. We're located at 1634 Veterans Boulevard, or you can call us at 478-272-3344, or you can catch us on Facebook. Williamson's Bakery, waking and baking since 1965.
Georgia Pools is now your authorized RecTech dealer. Summer's here and the temperature's rising, so make a big splash with friends and family now with a pool from Georgia Pools. Or relax in a luxurious hot tub or sauna. No down payments and easy financing. Don't wait a year for your pool. Georgia Pools has the manpower to get the job done. Georgia Pools has a large selection of pool chemicals and accessories. Come see our selection of Yeti coolers, tumblers, cups, and more. Call Georgia Pools today at 478-275-3607 or come by and see us at 1201 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin. Georgia Pools, your authorized RecTech dealer.
Mid-State Tractor and Equipment has this area's largest selection of outdoor power equipment, zero-turn mowers, utility vehicles, tractors, implements, and more. Choose the industry's top brands and names you can trust, all waiting for you at Mid-State Tractor and Equipment, 1325 North Jefferson Street in Dublin. Call 478-272-2198 or check us out online at midstatetractorandequipment.com. Products you can count on, a name you can trust. That's Mid-State Tractor and Equipment. Count on the winning team at Farmers State Bank for a complete lineup of banking services to simplify your life. Safe and convenient banking on the go. Choose a debit or credit card for your personal and business account. And count on secure service that guard and protect your spending. At Farmers State Bank, your success is our success. And the team at Farmers State Bank is committed to serving you. Farmers State Bank, Lawrence County's leader in hometown banking, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Tom Dominy. Here at Dublin with Nelson, we pride ourselves on providing the industry's highest quality products at the most competitive pricing. We are a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry, and we can answer your questions and help you get the parts and equipment you need. From mowing to Renee, we carry the plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products you need from the brands you trust. We also carry a great lineup of Milwaukee tools. At Dublin with Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment, doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have a question, or if you're looking for a hard-to-find part, give us a call. Our experts are ready to help. Order online, give us a call, or come by at 507 Airport Road in Dublin. We're committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day.
December means cool weather and hot savings during the red tag sale here at Dublin Chevy GMC. So whether it's a Silverado or a Sierra, a 1500 or 2500, we got your Christmas present here at Dublin Chevy GMC. With savings as much as $10,000 off MSRP and rates as low as 0%, there's never been a better time to buy a GM truck. And if you want to do your holiday traveling in style, come check out our great selection of SUVs. Merry Christmas from Dublin Chevy GMC.
Right. Well, Coach, I think the seniors that we've mentioned have been an invaluable asset to our team this year. It's been a joy to me to be able to come in and do the show every week, but also to come into the locker room and meet with these kids. And it's just amazing to me, you know, how they grow 9th through 12th grade, and by the 12th grade, they remember my name, and they'll speak to their elders. They're some of the nicest kids that we have here on campus, and it's a privilege for folks like myself, not coaching wise, to be able to come in and watch these young men mature.
Now, it's being a football player is a special thing. We've probably said on this show many times that it's hard to be a football player at Dublin High School because expectations are always high. The commitment it takes to stay with this program, especially to stay with it for 4 years, and that's not just on the player. The parents have to make a lot of sacrifices. They have to make a lot of commitment from a parent to help their child be able to achieve everything that they're trying to achieve in this game. At the end of the day, the number of wins and losses, that's what's going to keep you a job or get you fired.
We'll keep you back next year. You did good this year.
I appreciate that. Trust me. But, at the end of the day, what young men get from playing the game of football, there's no price tag that can be put on that.
Absolutely.
They learn how it is to get up and go to work every day. They have to learn how it is to accept your role in the overall good of the team, and those are qualities that make people good husbands, good employees, and people that are positive impacts on your community and this country. So, I feel like that, it's a tough situation to lose your last game. When I met with my seniors yesterday, I brought up a point to them that very few of them had thought of. I said, guys, a football team that's any good, they're not going to win their last game. There's only going to be one team that's a good team that's going to win their last game. Now you may be a team that's not good enough to get in the playoffs.
That's a good statement.
And you win the 10th game of the year. So you won your last game. But the team itself, y'all weren't good enough to make the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Once you get into the playoffs where the better teams all are, there's only going to be one that finishes that year with a win, and that's the team that wins the state championship. That was our goal. That's what we were trying to do. We came up a little bit short. State championships.
One game short.
State championships are hard to win. There's a reason why you can't just line up and win them year after year after year. When you look at the NFL, which is a very balanced league, if you will, I believe in the history of the NFL, there's only been one football team went undefeated the whole year, and that was the Miami Dolphins bunch.
Yeah.
So,
72 maybe.
It's really, really hard to do. And,
region championships are hard to win also.
Yeah, they don't. When you think the history of Dublin football and the success that this school and this program has had over the years, and to think that they've only won 19 region championships is really, you think that's not very many. But when you start
terribly
looking
hard,
at it, it's not an easy thing. I know you asked me this morning before we came out, what's it look like for next year as far as schedule? Our schedule will be identical. All you do is flip home and away because it's the second year of a region contract. So we'll open the year next year with Swainsboro and the Shamrock Bowl in game 1. So the schedule will follow the same, just flip the home and aways. Hopefully we don't have a hurricane week in there this year to kind of tweak all that stuff around. And,
hopefully we'll be playing maybe 3 or 4 more games here in the Shamrock Bowl too.
That would be nice. I think that
you got a good group of kids coming back. I know your sophomore class a couple of years ago was huge. Those guys are moving up, like you said, 3s and 2s, and now some of them are going to be 1s. That's going to have to happen. You got a group coming out of middle school down there with your feeder program.
Won the middle school championship this year.
Probably 20 guys down there coming out. So you had 66. You're losing 15 or 16 guys. It's going to put you back to 50. You're probably going to gain 20 more. So I'm thinking your numbers are probably in the springtime, or be up in the 70s.
We'll be in the 70s, and then that's where we need to be. You get a lot more than that. It's hard to work with them, but it's going to be interesting to see. I'm excited about that 8th grade group coming over. Every once in a while you can get a group that, and a lot of people don't realize this. We may have said it on the show one time. Our senior class won 1 game in middle school.
Right.
And now they're 13
It's the other way. It's the other way around
now. It's one of those deals where I think they won 1 game when they were in the 7th grade, and actually their 8th grade year we did not have middle school football due to COVID.
And
so
we got some promising young kids too. I've talked with the coaches down there. We've got some really promising young kids coming up that could potentially help you next year if they come in and get their hats buckled in right.
We hope so. And, our banquet right now, all the Century Club members have opportunity to attend the banquet. It looks like right now the date we're shooting for, I think, is the 22nd of January. It's a Wednesday. Try to squeeze it in between basketball games and all the things that are going on. But we'll get that date out for sure. And next thing we'll do is get ready for spring practice.
Right, Coach. Enjoyed the year again. This is probably our 15th, 17th show since August.
Yes.
Here it is, almost Christmas time. It's something I enjoy doing for Dublin football. Again, to be able to meet weekly with you, and it's good to hear what your take is on the football team on the side that we don't promote or produce, rather. Things like that are interesting. I would say thank you. Appreciate it, what you've done for Dublin football. And like I said earlier, you've earned your chicken. We'll keep you another year.
I like the way you think.
Friendly Gus says what you need for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Come by and get a 3-piece combo, 2-piece pork chop combo, or a 2-piece white meat special, each for just $7.49. All combos come with tater logs and a drink. You can also get a family meal deal, 8 pieces of chicken, tater logs, rolls, all for just $18.99. Come by in the morning, check out our breakfast. Sausage biscuit patties are just 99 cents. Steak biscuits, 2 for $6. We have these specials and so much more, so come by and enjoy Friendly Gus today. Friendly Gus, serving Middle Georgia for over 100 years.
Hi, I'm Matt Sapp, inviting you to come see us at Dexter Meat Company. Our fresh cut meats includes cube steak, stew beef, chuck roast, chuck eye steak, ground beef, ground chuck, and if you love steaks, you'll really love our New York strip, T-bone, and our ribeye in choice or prime cuts. And our marinated steaks have a distinctive taste that you'll be sure to love. We invite all our neighbors to come see us for the freshest cut of meat. Remember, we cater to. Call ahead and we'll have it fixed for you. Monday through Friday, 10 to 7, Saturday, 8 to 6.
I didn't choose this line of work. It chose me. Those days when it seems impossible to get everything done are the days I live for. It's my passion. If you do what you're passionate about every day, you'll never work a day in your life.
Hi, I'm Greg Carter with Shamrock Honda Kawasaki CF Moto. Come check out our full lineup of ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. We serve Dublin, Lawrence, and Central Georgia areas, and we'd love to serve you.
Join the fitness community at Fairview Fitness Center, open 24 hours with staffed hours every day. We have professional trainers and classes including yoga, aerobics, water aerobics. Join today and start off with a fitness orientation for our free weights and our machine weights. Come check out our basketball and racquetball courts. Fairview Fitness Center, located at 200 Industrial Boulevard. Call 478-353-1900 and become a part of Fairview Fitness Center. B&S Industrial Contractors, your partner for success. Competent professionals and advanced equipment for any mechanical and construction work. Your trusted construction partner is B&S. From start to finish, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of managing experience. From large industrial and power generation facilities to crane rentals, B&S Industrial Contractors, capable of handling all project phases, from design through startup and delivery. Contact B&S Industrial Contractors at 478-275-2128